Hey everybody, so let's try this again because I've already done this video once and my phone clearly cut off. So I guess I was out of memory on my phone or something. Oh, yeah, today is Thursday, July 2nd. And I didn't do a video last week. We've had some craziness kind of going on. And I won't get into the details, but I wanted to show you guys, gals, whichever it is, a little something I'm playing with. I'm making some wall of inspiration things for some of the girls in our group, Junk Journal Junkies, etc. You have to put the etc. on there or you'll go to the wrong group. And we do, it's the person over, it's Kelly Snow. We do little things, we do events throughout the year. Like we just got done with etc. Firecrackers, where a group of us just send out fun little things to people because we want to and we enjoy it. And I'll link the group below. So I wanted to work on some wall of inspiration things for July. And I had gotten my inspiration from Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures. Hers is different than mine, but just like we all do, we kind of take something and make it our own. So I'm making these little double pockets. There's a little pocket, a place for a tag there. And then there's a place for a tag there. And then I just put a little stuff on the bottom. I didn't get done embellishing it because the video shut off a while ago, which is okay. It's not a big deal. These are really cheap to make. And they're cute. You can use scraps. You can do whatever. So let me show you what I did. I am, sorry about my arm, guys, using these envelopes. They are from Dollar Tree. They have the little, do I have one out? I have one out. The pull apart thing. And so that's going to be this back part. For this little part here, it is one of those cut in half. When you cut it in half, let me show you if I can here. No, this way. When you cut it in half, you're going to then have two pieces. So, both of them are going to have a top cut out of them to use as your pocket. So you could potentially put one this way and one this way. I do that on the big ones because I cut a little more than half off and it's room. But on these, I'm just going to use one little piece. And you actually attach it from the little flap that you have left over on the envelope. So let's get started with that. On your big envelope, you can go ahead and peel this off. These stick really well. They're meat envelopes. They stick fairly well. But over here on this edge, they won't because there's not no sticky stuff. There isn't any. I did graduate high school, guys. Oh, and I just stabbed myself with my little needle. I hate putting this in here. Ugh. That's my most hated thing of crafting. So you just make sure that's closed all the way around. You don't want it popping out. And if it's not a big deal, but because we're going to cover it. So, you got your little envelope like this. Don't mess with the flap on here. You want to, and it's got some ink still on it where I measured it. So let me cut that off before it drives me crazy. Okay, you get you some paper. I'm using ivory cardstock from Hobby Lobby that I printed. This is Antique Papery Daphne collection is what this particular collection is. You don't have to buy anything. If you've got paper at home, use the paper you have at home to get some of your scraps. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is start with our little pocket. You don't want to cover the inside of this. And when you do this, you don't want to glue this whole spot right here. That's going to close your pocket where you don't have that much. Okay? You can decide where you want your paper at, if you got a piece that you really want, or whatever. I'm just going to use down here at the end. In fact, I'm not going to use that end because I want to save this part of it. You can cut this prior. I happen to know it's 3 1/4 inches. So that's what I'm going to do, is cut it 3 1/4 inches. Because I don't like to work with that big of a piece of paper if I can keep from it. So I just mark at my 3 1/4. Make sure I'm even over here, because if you're not, your paper's going to be longer. It's not going to matter that much, because we can fix it. Holy Mylanta, where is the root? Y'all, I promise you, today, yep, it's been one of them days. I have this really cute ruler. What the heck? I promise y'all I ain't got up and gone nowhere, so it couldn't have gone that far. It's so dang hot here right now that... Okay, it's got to be here somewhere. Here it is. I see it. It's clear. That's why you can't already tell. So I got this really cool ruler. I got it off of Amazon. I saw it on somebody's channel. I do not remember who it was. I just know that when I saw them using it, I ordered me one. This piece goes against the edge of your paper. And then you put the bottom of your ruler down at the bottom. As long as that is squared up on the edge of the paper, and it'll kind of hold there. You can put your line there. Bam. No $100 paper cutter. Imagine that. And then I just cut right on the underside of that line. Just because. That's what I do. You don't have to do it that way. I'm just telling you what I do. Okay, so we're going to go on this side with this one. So you got your little piece of paper here. It's not going to take all this. You decide, this is going to be the back side. You decide where you want it. You know, whether you want that to start or whatever. But my paper's going to be like this because I want the words to read the right direction. And if you've cut too high, don't worry about it. Because remember, I trimmed some off there. When you put your glue on, your first strip of glue, put it just this side of that little seam where it folds. Get yourself lined up. I always just fold this over so that I know that I'm right there at the edge. And then I fold it back down. I wipe off any excess glue that I'm going to have right there. That's going to be your starting point, so it's real important that you get that part of it right. If your paper's too big, hanging over, don't stress. We're going to fix it. Then I just kind of flip this up and I go underneath this with the glue. That keeps me from getting too excited and accidentally gluing where that hole is in there, because I want to be able to use that in my pocket. Okay, so I just go like this. I fold that over. Usually I have no reason why, I just do. Okay, so now we're gonna flip over to this side. What I do is I hold it in my hand and I kind of put my fingernails right there on it and flip it up, just so it kind of has a good crease. I do have a bone folder. I have 5 of them. I don't know where any of them are at. One may be in my purse. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I lose them like they're going out of style. Okay. Now, we don't want this covered. You can cover it, but that makes the fold not work as well. So, I don't. I just don't happen to. Oh, Lord. Okay. I thought maybe I had turned it upside down. So this, I just do like this. Make sure you get pretty close to the edge because you want it to be covered, you know. And then I flip this over. If I'm moving y'all around some, I'm sorry. Now, on this, I flip this back, and then I'm just going to cut this off. Probably need a smaller pair of scissors. And it's going to be pretty firm right there, so you don't have to worry about it. You don't want to cut into that because that is your gusset, I think they call it. I don't know. I don't know why they would call it that, but that's what it's called. Okay, so now you have your little pocket. Okay. I try to go ahead and do my little hole, my little dip down. Sometimes I'll do both. Sometimes I'll only do the first one. My little 1-inch thing here, yeah, it's not liking to work, and I'm not buying another one from Hobby Lobby because they changed it to where they're not Paper Studio. Same thing, they took the name off of it. So now you can't get it half off, and I'm just not buying it full price. So, I don't know if it will cut through both of these or not. We're going to try it and see. Just kind of go in the middle. Not a big thing if you're not. Oh, it did. Yay. Okay. So, if you're going to ink this up, now would probably be a good time to do that. I have my Victorian Velvet out and my Vintage Photo, but I'm just going to use the Vintage Photo. Oh, am I in? Yeah. I'm just going to use the Vintage Photo because you'll be able to see it a little better, I think. Now, I flip this over, and I do both sides right there just in case something's showing. You know, and then I flip this over. I do it the same. Just want to make sure everything is done. Now, I pop this little thing open, and I do right inside the thing. You don't have to. It's just my OCD thing, feeling like maybe something's going to be showing. Again, you don't have to. I'm an odd duck. We all know that. Okay, let me put that back on my glue before, you know. Okay, so this is our back side of the envelope. We know that this is going to go on this side right here when we get this covered. There's 2 ways to do this. And I'm going to show you the way I do it when I don't forget. Because I do forget. See, this is going to go in here right like this and flip open. Okay, so I have enough of this that I can cover the front and back. But I want to, don't pay attention to how I cut right there because clearly it's not cut well. I want to try to use my straight edge if I can on one of them. So that's what I'm going to do. On this piece, you can put the glue everywhere because you're not trying to keep a pocket open. We're going to make a pocket here in just a minute. Hold on, I want to make sure. No, I want to do this side up front because I want the gusset to be okay. Sometimes you gotta slow down and think about stuff. I'm not known for that. Usually I'm like in high volume, pedal to the metal. But the gusset's going to be on this side, so I'm going to want to put this on this side. So I just line my corner up. Anything that's not straight, it's okay. We can cut it in a little bit. Not a big deal. So we get that all over there. Now this is going to have plenty to fold here. I try to just take my nail as I'm holding that up and kind of crease it a little because I want it to have a good crease without messing the inside up there. Okay, so we know we're about where we're at here. I'm going to cut this excess off. Doesn't have to be right up next to it yet, but I want to cut it off just so I'm not having to deal with all that extra. And if it's not straight, no stress, no worries. Don't stress. We're okay. Okay, so this is going to be my front. You can either attach this now So it goes like this. Then when this comes over, it will cover it so you won't see it. It won't be a big thing, right? That is typically the way I think it's best to do it. It saves you some time in cutting. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Just peel this little thing off. Get your art glitter glue that you forgot to put the thing back in and hope it works. On this piece, I do put glue all over it. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's not, you know, I put it as close to the end as I can, but it's got to be far enough out that that gusset works, and you kind of got to do that fast, because if you don't, it'll try sticking on you. So make sure you're where you're at. Make sure you... Okay, so now when you cover that, that is going to be covered. You're not going to have that problem with it. So, am I in? I think I am. So I do this all the way around. Dun, 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 dun. Now I've already got my crease because I made it there. So then I just walk that paper down like that. Okay. Now I'm going to cut this off. Don't get into that or you're going to cut that, and that's not what you want to do. So that's going to make you pretty close right there. Let me show you what you do. Go in right next to this and cut. It's okay that this is longer. You want it to be so it covers that thing, and just tighten that up there with some glue. Okay? And it is looking a little awkward right this second, but it won't in the end, I promise you. Because we're gonna... Okay, now I'm looking all kinds of funny. Because I cut right there, see? That's okay, we're fixing to fix that too. We got a piece of paper. If you got washi tape, that would even work. Better yet, I have paper tape. You can get this at Dollar Tree. You can get it at Walmart. You can get it wherever you want to get it. I wouldn't go to CVS or Walgreens because it's kind of high. And then you must be like me and find the end. There it is. If you happen to cut into it, do not stress. Do not stress. Everything is fixable. Okay? So I'm just going to kind of put... Oh, no, I want to go a little further up. This stuff takes Distress ink fairly well, so it'll just make it look really cool. Cut that off there. Don't cut that off there, my goodness. You ever get that feeling, why can nothing just work the way I want it to? Okay. Oh my lanta. Oh well. Okay, so bam, we fixed it. That's tape. That's that clear paper tape. You can see through it, so nobody even knows the wiser. Right? Just trim it up. Trim it up. Not a big deal. Now, let's distress it so I can show you. It does distress. Nobody even knows it's there. Not a big deal. Go around your outside, wherever you're going to distress. Kind of do your thing. Now, I do flip this over and get right there. Some people don't. I do. You do it however you want. You do it however you want. Okay, so we just want to make sure we got everything. Now, if you put the lid back on that oxide, because you know. So, I don't know if this will do both of these. We're going to try it because I already told you it's kind of messed up. We're going to hope for the best. Hope we don't jack ourselves up. Ow. Nope. It's not going to. Oh, ha ha ha. Cut your little piece off the top here, guys. Bam. Cut your little piece off the top because you need a pocket. You want a pocket. I mean, maybe you don't want a pocket. I want a pocket. So that will take some of that bulk out of there. Maybe this will work now. And maybe it won't. Nothing ever easy. Okay. So I just did one page and then I'll put it back up underneath there and line it up to do the other one or not. Y'all, story of my life, I'm telling you, this has not been a good year. Okay, so I'm going to go back. That was the pink. Dang it, I knew better than to do that. Okay. And then if you mess up, you just fix it, guys. Fix it. See, I'm not completely, but it's okay because it's going to have something in it. No stress, no worries. I keep telling myself that. Maybe I'll believe it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Y'all ever have days like that where everything seems to be a chore? Okay, so this is what we have. We have, just like this one, we have our back one, where we have something, and then our little front one here, where I forgot to distress that little piece. Okay. Are we distressed everywhere? We are. So, now, here's the thing with this. If you're using a paper pad or printouts, then you're going to have what you need that corresponds with the colors, right? You just are. So, let's look around what we got. And those are 3.5 wide. I could not tell you where any of my 3 paper cutters are, but it's okay. Because we have this. So they're 3.5 wide, so we don't want to go any more than 3.25, I wouldn't think, to give ourselves plenty of room. And my Fitbit is going all kinds of crazy. I probably got calls, and I've got the do not disturb on, so that would be why. Line it up, make sure I'm flush at the top up there. This is just an easy way to make ones that are, you know, wide enough. Okay, see, I don't look like I'm straight there. Probably because this has a hump in it. It's okay, we can trim it if we need to trim it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Now, let me make sure that this is going to fit in here okay. And it does. And it goes all the way to the ground. To the end, the ground, the end, whatever. You know what I'm saying. So, I actually want it to stick out a little bit. So, I'm going to cut right there. Now you have the perfect size tag. To fit in there. Has anybody, I've got a question. I have an astigmatism, and I'm nearsighted in one eye and farsighted in the other. And I have nowhere near 20/20 vision at all. So when I cut stuff, it sometimes looks off to me when it's really not off, but that's because of my astigmatism. And then I keep cutting, and then I got nothing left. So, we know this tag will be long enough, and it's not going to be too long. Excuse me. I'm going to leave this one square. I'm not going to cut the corners like I did on the others, just because sometimes I like a little something different. Not, you know, nothing major. I just like a little something different. And I am going to leave the back open on this. If somebody wanted to put it in their journal and they wanted to attach it in, this way they can attach this part, or they can hook it with a paper clip. But you still got journaling space on the back. You know what I mean? And guess what else I can't find? I must have a little box somewhere missing because I can't find my crocodile, whatever you call that sucker. I cannot find it. So, I'm using this little bitty tiny one, which is okay. It's okay. No stress. No worries. And then, my little alpaca fiber stuff. I actually got this out of Kelly Snow's. And I can never find the end. There it is. Ta-da! I got this from Kelly Snow, Bygones Variety Shop. She is actually the person that Junk Journal Junkies, etc. is her group from her YouTube and stuff. So, the other ones, guys, went straight through here. I didn't have a problem. This one, nope, not going to do it. Okay, so I just get a little poked through there. Oh, it's hot. It's supposed to be like 116 heat index today. And our humidity is like 84%, so it feels horrible like. Okay, so there is that. If y'all want to trim that off some, trim it off. Do what you want. I need to pop this open and go down in there. So, there's that one. Now, I'm going to put a couple in here, but I want to decorate this bottom a little bit. This is from Hobby Lobby. I got a whole bunch of it for $14.90. It's typically $4.99 a yard. It was a sealed package that had never been opened. And there was 10 yards. So it should have cost me $49.99 and it cost me $14.90. I was okay with that. If you know what I mean. I was fine with that. So this one, I'm just gonna, this does have a front and back. That's the front, so that's what I want on. I go up, I don't know, a little bit. I do use Fabri-Tac. I like the grip that it has on this. I'm just gonna put it on there, on that back side. Now, if you cut into here, they're all going to come off. So, I am going to try to not cut on there. Yay. And if a little hangs off, it's not a big deal. I don't want this much hanging off. But, if a little does, it's not a big thing. Okay, so there's that part. Trim this side up just a hair. Let me get rid of this over here. So, we still need the tags for down here. And we have our paper that's left over. So, we can, that one would be a pretty good size in the back to go all the way back. So let me try to clean it up. I guess y'all can see me, can't you? Oh, I'd be so upset. So upset. It's doing videos lately. It's been like, ugh. And I don't think I want to cut the corners on this one either. I do want to make it straight though. Just because sometimes I like the square the square look. Just sometimes, not all the time, but... And you could decorate the back of these tags if you wanted to. I'm not, because like I said, of the way I'm going to use it, I'm trying to make sure somebody has journal space in case they wanted to. So, and go down in the middle. And this would be better with a much bigger hole. So, y'all realize that. This is a sheet that I could not find the bottom sheet to. It's my granddaughter's. And guess what? I cut it up. 2 days later, guess what I found? So I cut the bottom one up. I had to go buy new ones anyways, so. But I'm just going to cut that in the middle. And make it into a little point here. Now, the only thing is, with these small holes like this, they're going to tear pretty easy. The bigger one's not so bad, doesn't seem like. And I guess because it's got a different pressure point, maybe. So be careful if you're using this little one, because it will tear. And I don't have grommets small enough, and it wouldn't matter because I can't find my crocodile to put one in anyways. That's why I can't have a bigger hole. So, when you go to snug this up, don't snug it tight. Turn it around and go back over there and push down, okay? Or you're going to have some issues. Now, this can go. They made this up. Okay. I was like, no, I did not cut a hole in the bottom. I have done that before. I'm just saying. So there we go with that one. So we have a tag there, a tag here. Now, let's see what I got in my goodie bag over here. I got a bunch of goodie stuff. That little applique would be cute on there, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? You think? You and maybe that. Let's see. And I would really love to tell you where I got this. I don't remember. It was off Etsy somewhere. But I do not for the life of me remember, guys. And I hate when I do that, but I don't remember. I will have to go back and look. And if I can find it, I will link it. Now, sometimes I leave the netting around it. Sometimes I don't. It's, do what you want. I mean, it's your thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I have a small green pair of handled scissors around here, too, that cut really good. Da-da. Well, they cut when you put them on the stuff to cut. Y'all are not going to believe me. Dollar Tree. And they're my best, smallest pair of scissors ever. And I actually had not got them for this, but I picked them up one day because, guess what I did? I set my others down somewhere and couldn't. Trying to figure out. No, that looks like the back. This looks like the front. Ooh, y'all, I'm sweating. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on here. And you could decorate this in so many ways. I mean, just so many ways. And they'd be cute as they can be. And they're pretty quick to do. So it's not like, you know. Okay, now I can go back in here. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but art glitter glue, it will hold fabric down. It will not catch immediately like it does with paper, but it will stick. You have to give it a little bit. And since it sticks clear, it's not going to matter that you go where, you know, if you get a little where it shouldn't be. Don't worry about it. Because we're doing what? We're not stressing, right? Because what's the point in doing crafts to calm down if you stress over everything? And I've had a hard time getting to that, to be honest with you. It's not about perfection at all. It's about relaxing and learning. And okay. This little one is bothering me, so let's get rid of that. Okay. So you could put you another tag back there and another tag back there. You could fill this baby up. But for what I wanted to show you, this is plenty. Oh, hold on. I say that. Hold on just a sec. There's what I was looking for a while ago. My sorry self. Let's see if I got a little piece of something that can go on the edge. You know I do. You know I do. Now, the reason I did small ones is because when you're mailing stuff off, you know, it can get expensive, right? Well, these small envelopes will fit. What do you think, guys? Well, it's not long enough right there. Will fit in a regular sized envelope. So, you can send it in a regular size envelope. Now, I have not weighed it. So, please. No, I think I like it better without. It may weigh more than an ounce. I do not know. Let's see. 0.7 ounces. That by itself can go into one of these envelopes and go with one stamp in the mail. So, there you go. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I'm sorry about my desk being a mess. I love you guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Here's the first one I made on the video that, you know, got cut off in the middle. It's a little different. It doesn't have the applique. It has two small tags there. They are cut, you know. It's a little different. But still the same. So, y'all have fun. Enjoy your day. Like and subscribe. We still haven't made it to 100 subscribers, and that's my fault because I had a couple weeks I didn't do videos. As soon as we get there, there will be a giveaway video. So y'all try to help me to get there if you can. If you like this video, I would appreciate it. Y'all have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.